What's up, fam? It's your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King, and her boo thing,
Everything.
her boo thing, Sekou Rights. I tell you, this guy right here, my producer extraordinaire, my handyman, my technology guy. He is the Fee King.
I'm trying.
No,
Do it all.
we don't try.
We
doing in these streets. Welcome back to the Fee King Show. The Fee King Show goes down every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, God willing, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also going live, or we have pre-recorded episodes of the Fee King Show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So check that out. That launches officially next Tuesday. So my bad, y'all. I apologize for the multitasking, but we are officially live on the gram, the Fee King Show, the gram. Thank you, boo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And so I have on workout clothes, y'all, because like literally as soon as we press end, we are taking a run to, what is it called, Sekou?
I'm not ready to say it.
Okay, a bank. We're going to a bank to have some conversations with some people about how to grow and make some money and get some more money, so that we can better educate and empower our community while we educate and empower ourselves. The Fee King Show is all about who are you? What do you do? What's your why? How in the world are you keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is your self-care modality? So we're about to get right into this. What is coming up for Fee's Fitness Over 40? And you, all of my sisters over the age of 40 specifically, but not exclusively, is my upcoming 7-day abs, ass, arteries, and back fat challenge. Are y'all ready for this? Let's go. I hope I did this right. Sekou Rights, because it's not playing.
So let's see.
Do I need to go to the place?
No, you go to.
Okay, and play. I created this beat myself. I'm not going to hear for you, so you don't want to be a video. So we're on Instagram. I'm showing a video of my upcoming 7-day abs arteries with active. So I'm sharing on the green because I'm super excited about what I get to offer. Thank you so much if you had an opportunity to watch that, if you're going to catch it on replay. So I'm talking with my folks on Instagram. What happened? What had happened was I became uber excited. You like what I did with that Uber? I became uber excited and even more focused and determined to help women over the age of 40 specifically, but not exclusively. And then I realized not just women need my help, our brothers. And when I say our brothers, sometimes we think it's people who look like us. No, I'm talking about the men. Doesn't matter if you're Asian, Latin, Caucasian, Indian, men. So what had happened was I was in Baltimore City being hosted, being entertained. Oh, I had such an incredible time at Fatima West's house with her and her daughter. That is a whole other show. Stay tuned for that. Fatima allowed me to stay at her house while I had doctor appointments. I got to do Uber. I had a couple massage therapy clients. And I think I got some new massage therapy clients. Why? Because a closed mouth don't get fed. People don't know what you do and how you can help them, how you can solve a problem for them if you don't share with them who you are and what you do and why you do it. Who you are, what you do, why you do it. So here we go. Who am I? I am a woman. I'm a sister. I'm an auntie. I'm flawed. I'm courageous. I'm full of fear. I'm angry. I'm disciplined. I'm focused. I'm distracted. I'm a pet parent. I'm a fiance. I'm a cousin. I'm a daughter. I am a, oh gosh, something I don't think I've ever shared publicly. I'm a half sibling. Woo, that's a whole other conversation. What do? I help women over the age of 40 specifically, yet not exclusively, get unstuck, en route from where you are to where it is you want to be in your fitness and your financial life. Why? Because I love myself so much today that it only makes sense to love my sisters exactly where they are. How am I keeping this thing all together? Woo! Social media can make you believe that everyone has it together, that everyone is happy, healthy, working out, living their best life, that everyone is making the money, living their dream lives all the time. It is not true for me. This thing takes work. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a willingness to show up for myself. My self-care modality is running. I cannot wait to go outside and run, even though it's hot, even though it's humid in New York City. Running, reading, mindfulness, meditation, transcendental meditation, and prayer. I'm in a perpetual state of convening and fellowshipping with God all day long. Yesterday, I'm going to share an Uber Chronicle story with you, and I have so many. Like the last 7 days, Ubering was like a year. The stories that I got to curate, the encounters that I made, the business cards that I handed out, the conversations. I mean, stay tuned for it. This one was really important because I allowed myself to be uncomfortable and to do it anyway. I allowed myself to be really uncomfortable and even self-conscious and do it anyway. I've been in the health and wellness fitness space for a long time, for the majority of my adult life. One of my fears has always been approaching a person who is overweight and sharing with them how I know I could help them, for fear of offending them or insulting them. Like and I feel like these are the people who need what we do the most. And I'm telling you, I have been full of fear, and I have never approached a person who was overweight ever in my life. People have referred someone to me who may have been overweight, but I've never approached a person who's overweight. I picked this young man up yesterday, and where he lived was so interesting. It was just so interesting. I'm going to share that video. I get to the top of the hill. I make a right. There was a very, very large man sitting down. He walks over to the car, and I don't look back. I asked, I said, do you need more room, for your legs? And he was like, yeah, maybe. And then he asked if it was okay if he had a phone conversation. And I thought, first of all, I already like you because sidebar, let me tell you something. If you're an Uber passenger, you pay for a ride. You do not pay to monopolize another person's car. Be kind, be courteous. And if you're on a conversation, put your headphones in. If you're not able to get you some, what are these things called? These earbuds, buy you some off market. I don't care. Y'all have got to stop getting in my car, in my rent-a-car, with your ratchet music and your heathen conversations. Okay, I'm just saying, that's a sidebar. Okay. He asks, I thought that was so polite. He then says, oh my goodness, you get a 10-star because you got air. And I said, Uber drivers don't have air on in the car? He was like, listen, life is lifing. He was a very, 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 very large man. I can't help but overhear his conversation because he's in the car. He's sharing with a friend that he has I don't know if it's tropical smoothie. I think it's called Tropical Smoothie. It's a smoothie place.
And I thought, I've been there before, and those smoothies are full of sugar and they're really expensive. They're so overpriced. I digress. He's sharing with his friend. He never says that he's trying to lose weight, but based on what he says, you let me know what you think. I have a piece of what do you call it? Not it's bread. Let's just call it bread. He says, I have a piece of bread and I'll get a large smoothie. He then starts talking about this purple smoothie. So instantly I'm thinking, okay, purple smoothie, artificial flavoring and coloring, no bueno, brother. That is not the way to A, lose weight, B, to get and stay healthy. About 3 minutes prior to me dropping him off, he gets off the phone. And I said to him, I said, excuse me. I said, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. And I said, I would love to help you. If you need or are willing to receive help, I'd love to help you choose healthier options, because maybe, and I was so awkward, y'all. I was so awkward. I was like, oh my gosh, get out of your head, get out of your head. Basically, I said, I'm a personal trainer and I would love to help you lose weight if that's your goal. And he was like, word? I said, because, I heard you talking about the smoothies and I did that, but I'm thinking, we got to readjust those smoothies. And so I said, my name is Fee. I work remotely and here's my card. Please, let's link up and I would love to support you. Y'all, I tell you, my armpits were sweating. I was so nervous, and I thought, I wonder if I'm the only one who is in an industry that you're competent. Like I'm good at what I do, if I can say so myself. Others have said so, by the way. And I was just so self-conscious, and because I don't want to offend, but I realized this was an opportunity for me to practice what I preach, which is to get more comfortable with being uncomfortable, get more comfortable with being uncomfortable. I am now on a mission. When I'm out and about, whether I'm on the train, whether I'm running, whether I'm in a bank, in a store, every person that I see that I can make a connection with, I'm going to share with them who I am and what I do. I am going to challenge and invite you all to step into that space of being more comfortable with being uncomfortable and start sharing with people who you are and what you do and how you can help them. Who's in? Who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. This past week, I was in Baltimore City. Let me know if you're in. And I had a doctor's appointment with my primary care physician. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but it's like after the age of 50, it's like they put you in a database of doctor appointments and they're constantly texting you, emailing you. Oh, by the way, you have, and I'm like, why? I don't want to keep coming in and see y'all. I don't. My doctor, Dr. Saluja in Baltimore City, has a practice. He has several locations. The first time I met him was about 1.5 years ago. And he's unlike any doctor I've ever in my life experienced. When he walked into the room, he was full of joy and energy. And I'm like, what is going on? I like him. He's an Indian doctor. So I thought, okay, he might be, versed in Ayurvedic medicine. I don't know, but I like the man. So I have not seen him for 1.5 years because I usually see his associate. When I get there, the lady asks me, who am I seeing? And I was like, Jonathan. She was like, Josh. I was like, girl, him. So she says, actually, you're seeing Dr. Saluja. I said, really? She said, he's your doctor. I said, I haven't seen him in a long time. He walks into the room full of that same joy, enthusiasm, and energy. So the man is consistent. Enthusiasm, joy, and energy. He asks me the basic questions, and they weighed me before I went in. I was not happy with that number, y'all. So this is one of the things that I want to retract. I share with my clients that they ought not focus on the number on the scale. And that's because I've encountered some women who will weigh themselves every day. That creates too much anxiety and stress, and it's a lot of pressure. I don't weigh myself except when I go to the doctor. And typically I don't look at the scale. So that's where I want to retract. I think we ought to look at the scale, and we ought to start measuring our weight from the last time we were at the doctor and the time before. I looked at the scale instantly. I had an attitude. My energy was low, and I was just like, just breathe, because you know what to do. He starts and he says, well, Miss King, I'm very happy that you're down 11 pounds. It's like, what? He says, yeah. He says, what have you been doing? And so I said, well, first of all, I'm not happy about that number. And he says, why? He says, well, the last time you were here, and I'm not going to tell you that number until the number is, there's a big gap. I will share, but not right now. He says, I'm happy that you're down 11 pounds. However, what I would like to see is in 3 months, you're coming back in 3 months. He said, I'd like for you to get down another 10. And I said, that's not a problem. He says to me, your A1C is high. And I'm concerned that if you don't drop another 10 plus pounds and change your diet, he says, and I know he said, you're a trainer. And I thought, you remember? I said, you know what? I'm never leaving you. I'm never leaving you. He says, I know you're a trainer. He says, I want to tell you something. And then he comes around and he sits next to me. He says, I lost 54 pounds. And I said, what? I'm sorry. I didn't even notice y'all because I haven't seen the man in a year and a half. I've lost 54 pounds. He said, and you want to know how long it took me? Just tell me, Dr. Saluja, because I got to go. 2 years. Slow and steady. I said, sir, that is what I preach to my clients. I said, it's so challenging, y'all. It's so challenging. What's up, Too Tight, Tonya Jones? It's so challenging because we are bombarded with images on social media, images on TV, voices on the radio. What is it? Ozempic? Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Diabetes medicine that helps you lose weight. I get it. But what I want you to know is that there is no quick, fast solution. You get to do the work. You actually get to be on this journey with yourself and for yourself. You get to be on this journey with yourself and for yourself. He gives me a sheet. And I told him, I said, this is perfect, Dr. Saluja, because I'm going to be launching my first of the Summer Fitness Challenge. I said, and I'll be honest with you, some of the things that you have on this sheet, it's the do's and the don'ts of eating. What to eat to drop the weight and to lower your high blood pressure, your high bad cholesterol, and to lower your A1C. The don'ts, the do's eat, and the don'ts. He said, it's really simple. He said, don't eat this. He said, but look at all of these things you get to eat. And I just resonated with his language because he said, look at all the things you get to eat. I would lovingly invite you, instead of thinking about, oh, I can't, or I'm depriving myself, look at what you can and how you're rewarding yourself. So I told him, I said, I am not only even more excited about my upcoming challenge, but I'm excited for what I'm about to do in my own life, what I am about to transform in my own life. I said, because I can do better. And I wanted to say to him, because I love A's, I love getting a gold star. I love high five, good job, Fee King. I love to exceed someone's expectations. So I wanted to say, oh, 10 pounds in 30 days, please. I can do much better. And I was like, no. The man says slow and steady. So fam, we are going to do this thing together, slow and steady. We are launching tomorrow, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. For 12 hours, I am dropping my rate to $17.99 for my 7-day abs, ass, arteries, and back fat challenge. 7 days, abs, ass, arteries, back fat challenge. $17.99 for 12 hours. 7 a.m. Thursday until 7 p.m. tomorrow. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We start the challenge Monday. When I say, when you show up and show out, when you have a willingness to transform your whole mind and body, expect results. DM me if you want more information, more details. I'm super excited. And this challenge, we're opening up to the men in our lives. So I am challenging you to invite your husband, to invite your fiance, to invite your boyfriend, to invite your girlfriend, to invite your cousin, your brother, your uncle to share in the health and wellness with the people that you love. Thank you so much, Dr. Saluja. Thank you so much. Something just really shifted with me in that doctor's appointment. And I said to him, I said, I don't want to be on this cholesterol medicine. He tried to explain to me, sometimes with cholesterol, it's hereditary, no matter how much you exercise and eat well. And I just said, I don't, I'm going to do everything that I can possibly before I surrender to that. That's it. The other thing is, Sekou was having a conversation with someone, and they were commending him on running. And the guy said to him, he said, yeah, my cholesterol is high. I need to start running. You cannot outrun bad cholesterol. Cholesterol is oil in your blood. You cannot do it with exercise alone. You are unable to do it with exercise alone. Trust me, I tried. It does not work. I've spoken with Dr. Saluja about this. He says also it does not work. So this is Feast Fitness Over 40 and Dr. Saluja's 7-day abs, ass, arteries, back fat fitness challenge. It goes down next Monday. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to get a word from the one and only
What's up,
Too Tight
everybody?
Tonya?
It is Wisdom Wednesdays with Tonya at the Radical Breath. What might it be like to befriend our difficult, challenging feelings or emotions, or even things that we're experiencing in life? What if instead of treating it like a problem or something that needs to go away or something that needs to be solved, what if we could normalize those times, those feelings, those emotions, and just consider that it is part of the human condition, so that there is nothing to solve in that moment. It does not mean something is wrong because we don't feel good, happy, whatever that may mean for different people all of the time. And that actually, when we don't allow ourselves to fully feel the discomfort and the displeasure, that's actually a way of bypassing. And there's a lot of ways that we can do that. We can do that by trying to suppress the thing. We can do it by distractions, whether that's in task, whether, the different kinds of addictions. It can even be from having having a need to talk to someone about whatever it is, many times over, because that still can be a distraction as well. Because ultimately, what's going to happen, either that thing is going to keep arising, or what we can choose to do is to actually fully embrace it and lean in to what it is and allow ourselves to feel it fully and not label it a problem. What's up, everybody?
I love that I have intelligent friends. That Too Tight Tonya Jones, she blesses us every Wednesday with a Wisdom Wednesday word message. So powerful. And that brings up for me suppressing your emotions and your feelings. Sekou Wrights, by the way, Sekou Wrights is my fiance. I got engaged. He's my fiance. His mom, he's a stalker too. His mom, Mama Sekou is what we call her. She sent me so beautiful, and I have it somewhere right here. She sent me a list of, it's called a typical grief trajectory. Now, I had no idea what Tonya's message was today because I like to experience it in the moment live with you. And every single Wednesday, it resonates with me and it's applicable. It's timely. It's exactly what I need to receive. Mama Sekou sent me a typical grief trajectory. Woo, y'all know. I want to blame it on menopause, but Fee King will cry, and I'm gonna do my best. I have experienced death since the age of 17. Boyfriends transitioning, best friends, and it's taken 53 years for someone to bless me. Oh my goodness, to bless me with just a way to really process my grief. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Mama Sekou, for, seeing that I really needed this. Because just when you think that you are done with it, mourning is a process, and you get to take your time, and you get to feel what you feel. My cousin Rosetta, um, I need a distraction. My cousin Rosetta, who's my first cousin on my mother's side, and she was more like a sister. And I miss every day not being able to text her and share things with her. And she's like the only person that I could really be transparent with. She transitioned May 2nd, and um, I thought, I was good, and then you're just not. And I realized it's okay. It's okay to not be good. Thank you to Titonia Jones. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you, Mama Sekou. And I'm going to pivot so that we can lift the mood. All right, here we go. Game change. So, our challenge. Our challenge starts Monday. Get the discounted rate of $17.99 tomorrow for 12 hours. And then today you get a preview. You get a sample. You get a preview. You get a sample of the workout with myself and Rev Melissa for workout and a word that goes down today at 2 o'clock on my page. It's live 2 p.m. It's 25 minutes. You get a workout and you get the word. You get your mind fed and your spirit fed at Fees Fitness Over 40. That's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And also, I just want to share this with you because I have found that this works for me. If you are struggling with your weight, if you're struggling with your health, whether it's blood pressure, whether it's cholesterol, your sugar, thyroid, one of the things that really, this works for me, and I think it'll work for you, is to have something to incentivize you. So my sister, Beauty J'adore, she makes the most exquisite clothes. And she made these trousers. And they are so cute. I've never even tried them on. I went to my storage unit because I needed something to wear for Fatima West's daughter's graduation. Congratulations, Angel Davidson. Girl, you made it through 12 years. You a bad mother. Shut your mouth. She is on her way to college in Philly. What is that college? It's a college. I'll think of it, but she's going to university. These right here are my size. This is the size and the weight that I feel my best. And so I am determined to get into these because I've never gotten into them. I am determined to get into these. I am determined to get off of the high blood cholesterol medicine and the blood pressure medicine. And I'm determined to get my own A1Cs down. And I'm doing this publicly. I am going to fail publicly if that is so it, but I don't think there's any failure in the doing. I'm going to succeed publicly and I'm going to do it with my tribe of women over 40. Who's in? This is a Fee King show. I'm Fee King. I'm your local fitness go-to girl. Thank you to my sponsors, Herglow Candy Shop. Herglow Candy Shop. Thank you so much. Free Your Soul Publishing. Thank you so much, my fiance who sponsors the Fee King Show, Omaha Business, Black-owned business branch. That is our arm of the Fee King Show. He sponsors that in our group. There are Black people in Omaha, so check that out. There are Black people in Omaha. It's the truth. I even have a mug. I got a mug to prove it. We are on Facebook. The group is almost 9,000 strong. I'm so grateful and proud of that. Thank you, Black people in Omaha, for showing up. What's up, so lady? This is the Fee King Show. We got to get out here and get to this run. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for thugging through my crying. Will cried. It's called menopause. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I will see y'all all on the other side of health and wellness. I bid you love, life, peace, prosperity, possibility, positivity, joy, and love for your entire life condition. Peace.